Really allow yourself to embrace this time to practice. We'll start to inhale and just focus in on allowing the breath to travel up the back body, allowing the rib cage to expand segmentally. And then as you exhale, think about releasing the breath from the front body. Once again, inhaling, allowing that breath to fill the lungs with air completely, traveling up the back body, and then exhale, releasing the breath from the front body. And once again, just keeping that focus on the breath for the next few cycles. And I encourage you to just hold on to the sensations that you feel as you breathe a little bit deeper today, and as you just shift your focus to the location of the breath, moving up the torso and down the front body. And as you continue to breathe deeply, think about that concept of just shifting your perspective a little bit. Taking some time to acknowledge how you're feeling today, how far you've come over the past many weeks and months to the place that you are right now. And just appreciating what you've been able to accomplish, what things were challenging, how you were able to persevere. Just take a brief moment of gratitude for where we are right now. And then move into creating an intention for your practice today, something you'd like to focus on. Bringing that intention into your heart, breathing deeply into it for the next couple of breath cycles. Just to liven it up. And continue to focus on your breathing, the location of your breath, and the sensations that you feel as you breathe deeply. So we'll take another cleansing breath here. So inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then when you're ready, using your inhale to come up to tabletop. And we'll start with some hip circles. So maybe taking the knees a little bit wider and just start to rotate your body in a clockwise direction. And then changing it up, counterclockwise rotation. Coming back to that neutral spine and tabletop. Move your hands over towards the left corner of your mat. Take a breath in and then let your hips sink towards your right heel. Nice big side stretch here. Couple of nice deep breaths into that side body. Relaxing the face and jaw. And slowly making your way back up to tabletop, moving your hands over to the right corner, breathing in, and then dropping back towards your left heel, pausing and breathing. And then slowly making your way back up to tabletop. On an inhale, drop the belly down and come into cow pose. As you exhale, tuck and round into cat, lengthening the spine, dropping slightly back towards your heels, and just begin to flow with your breath. Inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. You can do this with your eyes opened or closed, whatever feels best on your body today. And just taking your time, kind of appreciating the natural curves in the spine and kind of how the spine is moving as you cycle through each of these poses. So allowing your low back to extend and then round as you press into cat. Just taking a couple more cycles at your own pace. And then we'll meet in that neutral spine in tabletop. On an inhale, we'll reach the right arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, thread the needle. So take it under the left, right cheek and shoulder blade to the mat. Hips stay lifted. Pause and breathe into that rotation. And then as you inhale the next time, sweeping that right arm up. As you exhale, set it down. Nice neutral spine and tabletop. Inhale deeply again, left arm floats up. And then exhale, send it under the right cheek and shoulder blade to the mat. Pause and breathe. Just nice gentle rotation into the spine. Relaxing the face and jaw. When you feel ready, inhaling the left arm up, and then exhale, send it back down to tabletop. Walk your hands a little bit more forward towards the top edge of your mat. Tuck your toes under and find downward facing dog. So once again, just bringing awareness to the spine from your tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Just notice your alignment, any micro adjustments that you may want to make here. Just being kind to yourself as you're coming into this first down dog of our practice today. Kind of checking in with your body. Noticing what modifications might feel good, what movements might feel nice for your body depending on areas of tightness or restriction or soreness. All the while keeping the breath moving at a rhythmic pace, inhaling and exhaling. And then as you inhale, draw the shoulders over the hands, come into plank pose. Give a little extra press into the middle part of your back. Pull the belly button in, flattening out the space between your shoulder blades. And then set your knees down on the mat, keeping your tummy tight, still pressing into that middle part of your back. Lower down to chaturanga from the knees and just pause briefly here. And then as you exhale, press through the arms, come back to that plank on the knees, tummy tight. Good, lower halfway again, just hovering, noticing the activation around the shoulder girdles, and then release down to your tummy. We'll keep the hands just underneath the shoulders today, and as you inhale, lift your heart up, find baby cobra. Think about activating a little bit more through the middle part of your back by drawing the mat back with your hands. Just being nice and light here. And then as you exhale, release, turn your left cheek to the mat, and bring your arms down at your sides, tops of the feet flat. On an inhale, lift your heart and your arms up, reaching your fingertips back for your feet, pulling the shoulder blades together. So just tuning in around the shoulder girdles and the upper body a little bit today. As you exhale, release, right cheek to the mat. Take your arms out to a T. Palms are going to be facing the floor. The next time you inhale, lift your arms and your chest up and think about pulling your shoulder blades together still. And if this bothers your shoulder, just take the arms back down at your sides. Just kind of noticing again that activation and strength around the shoulder blades. Good. Release the arms, turn the left cheek to the mat. This time we'll take our arms up over our head. Thumbs are going to be up towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter how high you lift, but once again, lifting your chest and your arms slightly up, keeping your gaze down towards your mat. And if this bothers you at all, just take the arms back to either position 1 or 2. Think about pulling the shoulder blades in and down your spine. As you exhale, release. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Take a breath and let it go. On your next inhale, baby cobra. One more time, just where we started. Shoulder blades, draw in and down, light on your hands. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under, press back to downward facing dog. Hips high. And just pause and breathe. Remember that you're always welcome to come to any resting pose of your choice. So if your shoulders need a break, or your arms need a break, or something needs a break, you can press into down dog or child's pose or puppy pose. Just pausing and breathing. Good. As you inhale, looking forward towards the top edge of your mat. Exhale, walk or step up to your hands. And take a generous forward fold towards the top edge of your mat. Just bending the knees. Letting the upper body sway gently, front to back or side to side. Think about bending the knees so that your chest is able to come closer to your thighs. You're just appreciating that rounding, reflection in the spine. And then dangle your fingertips for the floor. On an inhale, come up halfway to a flat back. And then draw the elbows up towards the ceiling, pulling the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, round and fold. Bend your knees. Good. One more time. Inhale, send the elbows high. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet. Come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Come into mountain pose towards the top edge of your mat here. Just take a moment to notice how you feel in standing. Notice the ground beneath your feet. And just allow yourself to be in your body. Half sun salutation. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, firm the glutes, take a little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, elbows high. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through the feet, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, elbows high. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through the feet, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Toe heel your feet to touch. On an inhale, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. So just nice and easy here as we come to our first chair pose. Just kind of noticing that activation in the abdomen, tucking the tailbone under, feeling the strength in your legs. Chest stays lifted. Good. As you exhale, take a nice easy twist to the right. So left hand on the outside of the right leg, extending the right arm back. Just following your hand with your eyes, rotating. Keeping the knees in a line. As you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, elbows high. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, chair pose. Tailbone tucks under, hand placement is flexible, whatever feels good to your body. Exhale, twist to the left. Extending your left arm back, knees in a line. Pause and breathe. Chest is lifted, tail tucks. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, elbows high. Exhale, plant your hands. Step right then left foot back to plank. Pause, breathe in. Exhale, knees to the mat, chaturanga. Low push-up. Press back to plank on the knees. Good, lower halfway, chaturanga. Release to your tummy. Any variation of locust pose. So arms down at the sides, T or overhead. Feel free to float the legs. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Hips are square to the front, soft tops of the shoulders, back knee is straight. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose. Align your spine. Breathe in, press into that mid-back. Exhale, knees to the mat, lower halfway, chaturanga, pause. Exhale, press back to plank. Breathe in, exhale, chaturanga. Release to your tummy. Inhale, locust variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward, warrior 1, rise. Soft tops of the shoulders, hips to the front. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose. Breathe in, exhale, chaturanga. Press back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, elbows high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, pause and mountain pose here, cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Recall your intention that you set for your practice today. Notice the length in your spine, drawing the navel in. As you're ready, inhale, chair pose. Sink it a little lower this time, knees in a line. Exhale, prayer twist to the right, chest is lifted. Keeping your knees in a line. Good, shift your weight to the right foot with grace. Step the left foot back to high lunge. Keep that rotation. So chest is lifted as you twist, back knee is straight. The tendency is to let that back knee bend. Keep that back leg active. Good, tummy in. Pause and breathe. Good, exhale, left foot back, revolve chair. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink it low. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Chest lifts, turning from the low belly. Knees in a line, do the best that you can there. Shift the weight to the left foot. Gracefully step the right foot back. Revolved high lunge. Back knee is straight. Keep opening your heart to the left wall. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, revolve the chair, step it back. Breathe in. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step left, then right back to plank. Pause. If you want, lower halfway, chaturanga. Press it back to plank for an additional challenge today. Lower halfway, make your way through that vinyasa series. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good, moving on to some standing postures. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, warrior one, rise. Pause and breathe. Good, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, airplane arms, hinging over the front leg. Pull the shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Exhale, keep the arms where they are. Shift to the front leg, warrior three. Back foot is flexed, toes to the floor. Good, release your hands to a block or your mat. Standing splits, float the left leg up. Nose goes in the direction of that right knee. Pause and breathe. Good, release is warrior one. Step it all the way back. Gracefully rise. Good, let it go. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose. If you want, chaturanga push-up from the toes through the knees. Press back to plank. Then move through your vinyasa series. Any back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog, hips high. Ground down through your hands and feet. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, rise. Soft taps of the shoulders. Lifting the gaze. Exhale, airplane arms, hinging over that front leg, drawing the shoulder blades together. Belly is in. Take a breath. Exhale, warrior three. Keep the arms where they are. Launching onto that front leg. Back foot is flexed, toes to the floor. Belly in. Release your hands to a block or the floor. Standing splits, float the right leg up. Even if it doesn't go that high, moving in that direction. Gracefully release. Warrior one. Soft taps of the shoulders. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat. Step it back to plank pose. You choose vinyasa or downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath when you get to down dog. And then release to child's or puppy pose. Deepening your breath. So just taking a few moments here to just be in your body, noticing how you feel. Letting yourself notice the sensations and feelings of breathing deeply. And when you're ready, making your way back to downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. Inhale, chair pose again. Hands to heart center this time. So find that slight tailbone tuck, and then if it's available to you for an additional challenge today, I want you to try shifting the weight to the balls of your feet slightly and floating your heels, even if it's just a ½ centimeter or a millimeter. So just notice what you feel. Think about engaging the inner thighs, squeezing the legs together. Notice the activation in the thighs. And then release the heels, forward fold, Uttanasana. Good, one more time. Inhale, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Exhale, float the heels, belly in. Still keeping your glutes seated back, just like you would if you were sitting in a chair. A little bit of balance, a little bit of strength in the legs. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank, and then release to downward facing dog. Good, shift forward to plank pose. Walk down to your forearms for forearm plank. And then rotate over to your left arm for side arm balance. Perfectly fine to set your bottom knee down here. But do what works for you. Good, forearm plank in the center. Pause and breathe, knees can be down, belly is in, back is parallel to the mat. Still engaging around the shoulder blades. Exhale, come over to your right forearm. Pause and breathe. Check that alignment, shoulder over elbow. Hips lifting up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forearm plank in the center. And then release the knees on the mat. Hold here, forearm plank from the knees. And then release all the way to your tummy. Slide the arms out slightly, come into Sphinx pose. Lifting the heart, pressing into the forearms. Lengthening the abdominal muscles, giving them a little stretch here. Good, when you feel ready, roll over all the way onto your back. If you do have a block or a rolled towel, have that within arm's reach. Once you're on your back, we're gonna send the legs out nice and long. Reach the arms up over the head. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen. And then as you exhale, we'll step everything to the right. So legs will step to the right. Arms will reach to the right. Just think about elongating the left side of your body. Couple of nice deep breaths here. Stepping the legs back in, extending, reaching all the way up. Fingertips to toes. Exhale, step it to the left. Coming back to center. One more time, reaching out, full body stretch, stretching fingertips to toes here. And then as you exhale, knee hug. Pull the knees into the chest one at a time, or both legs together, and just start to rock gently from side to side, just massaging out the low back. it feels good, you can close your eyes here. And then we'll just move into a gentle spine twist. So go ahead and drop your legs to the right. And you can either pike the legs, moving the knees straight, or you can keep the knees bent, whatever feels best for you today. Turning your gaze to the left, maybe extending out through that left arm. A little bit of gentle overpressure by setting that right hand on top of the left leg, if that works for you. If it's available to you, you can close your eyes here and just deepen the breath, similar to the beginning of the practice today. As you exhale, slowly bring the knees back to center, and then releasing them to the left side, turning your gaze to the right, breathing into the right side body. And slowly coming back to center one more time, knee hug in. And then as you exhale, release into your final resting posture. So Shavasana, corpse pose. Just allowing the legs to be out long. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, using some props underneath your knees if that helps to support your low back. If you're not comfortable on your back, go ahead and move to either side, curling up there. Allowing yourself to find a spot of peace and comfort here as we move into Shavasana. So allow yourself to scan your body, just like you did as you came to your mat today. Notice any areas where you still feel tension or discomfort. Send some breath to those areas and do your best to let go. Repeating these phrases to yourself. I am happy. I am healthy. I am safe. I am living with ease. Put a pause on the mind chatter. Notice the gentleness of the breath. Allow your body, mind, and spirit to be at peace for a few moments.